Hey, I'm Guy. That's John. This is our YouTube channel. Subscribe and give the video a like.
Also, check out our podcast below in the description.
All right, John. The Lanai doors opened up on the Raiders' new stadium, revealing an 85-foot Al Davis torch. It turns out it's the largest structure in the world created by a 3D printer.
So it's not actually real.
Well, it's real. I mean, it physically exists in the world.
Yeah.
It was just created by a 3D printer.
How do you create it by a 3D printer?
You print it in pieces, I think, and then tape it all together. Well, not tape, but, glue.
So it's not like concrete or anything. It's like it's a paper mache almost. Won't it burn down when they light the torch?
No,
How do you light the torch? How do you get up there? You climb?
It's not paper mache, first of all. I think what it is, from what I've read, and the Las Vegas Review-Journal wrote about it, is that it's like I don't know if it's quite a hologram, but it's not a real flame.
Gotcha.
I saw this, and my first thought was
the thing that you print out goes up. It's hard.
Yeah, you could print. It's
button.
like it's carbon fiber and aluminum is what it's actually made of, but it just comes from.
You're not going to actually use a light. A guy's just going to like press a button. When Marcus Allen comes to, or whoever, Howie Long, they'll like press a button. I would imagine.
Or maybe you do a little flame, and then you get the lights and the special effects. You think?
Do you think those windows will ever be open? Because it's really hot in Vegas around September.
Like that? Yeah.
I guess maybe they will open in November and December when it gets cool.
Maybe night games.
Stadium, it does look pretty sweet.
It does. I saw this. I thought this is one of the cooler. This is one of the. Now, if you could make it a real flame, that'd be badass. The problem is it'd probably be incredibly hot. I mean, look how big that is. This is one of the cooler stadium features, I think, of any stadium in the NFL. I would rank this above Pirate Ship in Tampa. I don't know about you.
I would say the coolest feature in all of the NFL, it's still 12 or whatever, however many years later, it's still Jerry's. I mean, he has a video board guy the size of Texas, and it's still, everyone that goes there still to this day goes, Jesus Christ, that thing's huge. I think this thing kind of looks, once you peek inside, doesn't it have a little Jerry's World feel to it? Just how big it is and how circular it is?
Well, you look at this photo, Jerry's World definitely has that same kind of open, one end zone, massive, kind of walk around, check things out. It's conducive to not necessarily being in your seat. Yeah.
He's in charge of all the food. I would imagine he just set the specs. Maybe they kind of copied the specs. It's the stadium. There's no disputing. It looks really, really sweet. Now, it is dark black. Now, so are some of the casinos, but so they clearly know what they're doing with the mirrors and stuff, because it could get really, I mean, it gets 120 degrees there for like a 3-month stretch.
AC bill will be high.
Yeah, well, luckily the state of Nevada pays for it.
And you can't make it worse by using a real flame. I just think this thing is pretty badass.
If you were Mark Davis, what is it, week 2, Tampa Bay? Or it's the Saints. The Tampa's a little later. It's the Saints. They're opening the building against the Saints. Sunday Night Football, I think. Who would you have light the printer torch?
Well, I mean, if you could get John Madden.
It's not possible, I think.
Okay.
Too old, too sick.
Could
you go
Tom Flores?
Like 3 or 4?
You could go a group. Tom would be one.
Could you go like Tom, Howie, Marcus Allen, Rich Gannon? Rich probably got to work, but a group of guys like that.
Yeah.
Ray Guy.
Yeah.
Otto. Hard. I start thinking some of these guys are older. I'm like, are they still alive? Kenny Stabler would have been the great one. Obviously, he's passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Gruden? Is that Gruden up there? You could do that.
I mean, Willie Brown probably would have been on the list, right?
Yeah, to me, they're just so big on the history. I think the 70s, 80s. You could probably do a group of like 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah.
I'd be a little shocked. Wouldn't you say Howie Long and Marcus Allen feel like locks throughout the season to be a part of it?
I think it'll be the biggest.
Bo Jackson be cool.
Bo would be cool. Bo hasn't done it, has he? Has he? Someone correct me.
Not that I remember.
I don't have a full list of who's lit the flame, but
Charles Woodson.
Woodson for sure. Let me see. Has Bo? Maybe Bo. I might be wrong about that. Maybe Bo has done it. But
Jamarcus?
No, probably not.
Probably not. No.
So
Mark?
somebody tell me if Bo's done it, because Bo would need to do it if he hasn't done it. Let me know in the comments. I trust Raider fans on that one.
What about like, do you not have someone that's like, who was in charge of the Vegas stadium? The guy that got it done, like the mayor of Vegas or whoever.
Well,
or is
yeah.
that?
Who, the people writing the chat. I mean, that's. Do you want to go that direction? Do you want to go, Fred Biletnikoff?
I think you just roll off Freddie B or Howie Long and you just let the fucking people go nuts.
Yeah. But I just think when you just look at this, it's just one thing that works structurally is things that are massive. Things that are massive, that are bigger than they usually are, just get a lot of attention. You build a big building, that gets attention. You build an 80-foot high flamethrower, I just get it. It's just jarring to the eyes. And it's right in the back of the end zone. You just can't miss it. It's not like it's outside in one of the pavilions.
No,
So,
it looks cool.
I think they figured out. I hadn't quite realized, we knew they were going to have to do something with the flame. You're like, well, how are they going to pull this off? 85 feet? That'll do it.
Do you think they'll send us some tickets to go in the suite this year?
I don't want to go in the suite, John. I want to sit with the people.
Yeah, or just to sit with the people, just some tickets.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully people in there.
We'll be in there on our phones doing FanDuel the whole time.
That's true.
Is this torch one of the best features in an NFL stadium? Let us know what you think about it in the comments below.